Store.
Hi,
Lisa.
I'm here.
Welcome. You're finally. Thank you so much for joining us today. As if we haven't had enough great content. We're just we have just so much stuff to show you guys. I'm really excited about what you're bringing to us from the Sims 3 store in this new world.
Yeah, but I have to say, I was sitting here throughout his entire video, and when that robot fainted, I wanted to crack up so bad.
You're like, thank you for keeping your mute.
Yeah, you guys, you know my laugh, and it's very hard to do that silently, but that was hilarious. I cannot wait for Into the Future.
Yeah. So, I think with that said, you're here to show us off this new world that's coming out next week, right?
Yes, it's coming out on the 26th, next Thursday, not the Thursday coming up, but the Thursday after that, and we're so crazy excited.
Yeah.
Midnight Hollow is this upcoming world, and we wanted to do something that was a little on the rougher and grittier side of The Sims, because if there's one thing that we're fantastic at here at The Sims 3 is making very, very pretty things. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to see what we could do sort of on the edge of pretty, sort of on the outskirts. What can we do with something that's a little different? And we also wanted to have a world that was more focused on the Sims themselves. So all of the Sims have these very interesting stories. They're very eccentric. They all have a past. They all have a background. I had a ton of fun writing those, so read them. No.
Read the narratives.
Read the bios. But, they're very, very eccentric and fun Sims, and I think that you're really going to like what we have to show you.
So speaking of showing us, let's kick it off into the demo I think you prepared for us today, right?
Let's do that.
Let's do that. I just got really excited.
Tucked away in a distant land lies the quiet village of Midnight Hollow. In this dark and remote vale, where the sun never shines, lives a vibrant community of eccentric Sims. Once the outcasts of society, these Sims are now accepted and loved. There are plenty of thriving shops in this small town. Set up your own store and hire employees to help you earn extra simoleons. Open an electronics store, a home boutique, or even a car showroom. The possibilities are endless. So come make your mark in Midnight Hollow, where business is booming and every Sim is free to be who they are.
And we're back. So let's talk more, instead of just talking more about it, I think you have something more to show us about the Sims 3 Midnight Hollow.
We have a demo, and you guys saw not only some of the examples of the eccentric Sims, like the billionaire hobo, but also some of the things that you can do with the Savvy Sellers collection. I know that you're dying to see it, so let's hop on in game and take a look around the world. Okay, so this is Midnight Hollow. It's a dark town that's rather secluded in this gorgeous star-shaped valley. I don't know if you can see the legs of the star kind of going in a circle here. Here, right in the center, you see our downtown square that I'll show you in just a moment. But the Sim and each of the homes takes on sort of a Victorian Gothic revival theme. So the story for this world is actually, it was a bustling Victorian town about 100 to 150 years ago. And the people who were living there at the time decided, you know what, it's just not sunny enough, so they abandoned it. So the townspeople that live there now came back in, fixed it up, and really wanted to make a place of their own. They wanted to escape, the normal lifestyle and create something that was entirely theirs with, that vintage appeal. So what we went for with the decor inside the homes is having the same general palette, but having bursts of color that really give you a little bit of insight into the Sims themselves. So you see there's a lot more color in Nervous's room. He's clearly a large factor in Olive's life. There's a couple bursts of color in her bedroom, a little more in the dining room, and you really get to see a bit more of the Sim. Not to mention here in her backyard are actually the graves of some of her unfortunate husbands with a name like Rigor Mortis and Euthanasia. I mean, they had it coming. We knew what was going to happen there. So that's her and her home. She is also the owner of the Fanciful Furniture Store. So let's have her come on into her store.
Furniture.
And she's going to bring Nervous to her store, and we'll see the inside in just a moment. I wanted to introduce you to the pieces of the Savvy Sellers collection. So here, this is how they come in their default state, not colored for the town. There are 5 different rugs, a pedestal, a shelf, the shop door, the register, and a parking lot. So you saw in the trailer that with this parking space, you can sell cars. You can have a showroom, a used car dealership, really whatever you want to do to sell cars, you can now create a lot for that. And with these surfaces, you can piece them together, color them, change their textures, and really create a customized store for you. So the way that they work is basically anything that you put on these rugs will be for sale. They tie all back into your register. You have a register on the lot. You decide, I want to be a refrigerator salesman. Plop some refrigerators on your like just blanket business. Oh, wait, I didn't have it on play. So let's have her speedily come in. See what happens when I get too excited and don't pay attention? So here's the inside of our Fanciful Furniture Store. And as you can see, like when you can definitely change and color the rugs to really suit the store that you're trying to portray. I'm going to go ahead and hire a sales clerk. Let's this guy. Robbie Vang. So the sales clerk will tend your register and just bounce around your store. When you first get started, you want to make sure that you set the hours on your store door. It's varied. You can literally set whatever hour to whatever hour.
Sometimes I want to shop until 3 a.m.
You know?
Especially at a bed store.
And
maybe sleep there.
I actually went grocery shopping at 2 a.m. just yesterday, so,
okay.
You know.
Things to share of your life, Lisa. Things to share of your life.
There's a little bit about me there. I went shopping in the middle of the night for no reason. So, you know, you can you set your hours to the store that you want. You can tend the register yourself, or someone can tend the register for you, a sales clerk. And you put things on the rug. Sims will come. They'll consider your items. Well, she's not impressed with my chair. Thanks, lady. I took some time with that chair. But they'll wander through your store and take a look at all the items you have, and then they'll choose to buy. Now, they can buy straight from the rugs themselves. So sometimes you'll see the Sims. I'm not sure if we'll see a sale today. She's seeming a little cheap and chintzy. But they will buy while they're staring at the rugs or at the pedestal and shelf themselves, or they'll come up to the register and purchase from there. Oh, there! Yay, that guy! Oh, that was a $900 chair. Wow. Okay, that was great for me.
Throw some Somalians.
So another thing you can do with these objects is set your markup. You'll have to really choose the items that you're going to sell, their worth, their quality. Let's make them all a crazy high price. I probably won't get many sales, but you set the markup, or you can set the discount. And what's great about this is that they made it so you can make it just for the items in the room, just for this item, or all of the items on the lot, so you don't have to go item by item and set things on sale. That would drive me crazy. Wow, $1,800. She actually bought that chair. That's awesome.
What I do at a furniture store.
I know,
I just throw money.
Now I feel bad for calling her cheap. So another great thing you can do from the register is check the sales performance on your lot. So far today, I've sold $2,900 worth of stuff, and for the lifetime of my store, I've sold, $2,900 worth of stuff. It's a brand new store. But it shows you the number of items you sold, what you sold today, and what you sold over the lifetime of your store. So that's it on the Savvy Sellers collection. It's pretty epic. We have a number of stores preset in the world. We have a general store. For lease and for rent are the empty stores that are pre-made, so you can fill them with whatever you like. Mm-hmm. We have a bookstore and an art gallery. Oh, you know what? While I'm here, I know you guys have seen photos, but I adore our Uber rabbit hole. So this whole piece you see, this is the business rabbit hole, this entire chunk in the middle. One of our fantastic world builders built this, and he built it so it looked like its own little shopping square. So you can see, like, and your sim can actually go within here. There are a couple benches that they can sit in. They can route around the entire thing.
Or just lurk.
Lurk in these shops.
Lurk in the shops.
You know, it really did allow us to create sort of a shopping district and an alleyway here, and it ties the whole thing together just beautifully. Yeah. I think this is probably my favorite rabbit hole. It's absolutely brilliant, and how it looks like completely different buildings when it's all one and the same. Speaking of shops, though, I think it's time for me to show you the reveal that Sim Guru Tater Tot hinted at Twitter. This is our venue. Our special venue that comes with the gold edition of Midnight Hollow. This is the Golden Ticket Toy Factory. Oh, toy shop. I'm sorry. It's a shop.
Not a factory.
Not a factory. But it's a really fantastic toy store. We came up with the theme because we wanted to bring toy making back from The Sims 2. It was a long-time favorite, and really, you can never have enough toys. So out here we have yes, it's a faux carousel, but this is a brand new spring rider that comes together in actually a really brilliant way. Again, the same world builder who made the Uber rabbit hole made this ingenious carousel. He is brilliant. We also have our Nutcracker and our creepy doll. This doll is especially creepy. But they are on a custom checkerboard. It will not play checkers. This is just for fiction.
Oh, no, they're not creepy at all.
Don't expect them to move without you. That would be really frightening. Here's the playland that your kids can come. We really just wanted to create a place for kids. And some of our other venues, we have a space for adults, you know, like the gym in the corner or a bar upstairs. Not this time. This time we wanted it entirely for kids. So let's actually have Olive come over just so she can hang out at the store. And this also is the very, very first time that we've ever released a venue on the Sims 3 store that includes the premium content from the world. So this venue actually has the premium content for the world built in it. We've never done this before, but we could not pass up the opportunity to take this toy factory into a toy store.
A toy store.
Yes. So this is laid out with all of our dense shelves. Let me actually... You guys know that I don't play walls up, but we should anyway because this is absolutely wonderfully done. The decor is perfect in here. Another little playland, and we have a ton of new toys. So while it's let's hire another sales clerk here with some amazing new posters, lots of new toys, and lots of. This is just one example of what you can do with the Savvy Sellers collection. We put it together with the toys and made a fantastic store out of it. Here you can see sort of like the workman's parts. This is where you would imagine that the crafters are handcrafting these gorgeous toys. But not really. Because up here on the second floor, you see that they are actually just toy machines. This is the Titanic Toy Machine, which is the premium content that comes for the venue, not with the venue, because the venue has the world stuff too. But the Titanic Toy Machine is what will actually make all of these toys. We have Baby Bricks a lot, Race Car, Drum, Clown in a Box, which you saw on the page in that scary screenshot. And some of these toys are actually little mini premium contents on their own. Like the kite has new gameplay. The baby playmat has new gameplay. And the race car, I believe, is a remote car. Yes, I'm not pointing to the wrong thing. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. Let's see. I don't have a baby to show you the playmat. My toddler's a little too old. So she's making the playmat, but afterwards I'm going to go ahead and have her make the clown in a box so we can play with it and take a look. So she's made her playmat. It's ready to go. It pops right into her inventory. A couple of the right settings on the machine, and out pops your toy in a puff of smoke. These are absolutely spectacular, and the toys that come out of them are amazing. And again, you know, change the textures, change the colors, make them what you will. You can really create a customized store or just amazing toys for your children. So let's grab the clown in a box. And we're actually going to set that on the floor. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? Nervous might be too young to play with it. Which, you know what? It's okay. It's kind of a scary thing.
I mean, don't want to traumatize you.
The poor child.
What kind of parent are you?
And let's see. We don't have any other children on the lot, do we? Oh, just our creepy scientist, but he's no fun. He's actually our evil scientist in this world who kidnapped someone and stole them away.
These narratives of yours.
I'm just saying. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have the proper children on my lot to show you those amazing toys, but, I mean, they are great, and I am doing an extended demo.
So I think with that said, thanks for giving us a look at The Sims 3 Midnight Hollow that's coming from the Sims 3 store.
Yeah.
Again, it's coming out next Thursday, not
Next
this
Thursday.
but
So
this
soon.
upcoming, yep. So soon. But you're going to have another in-depth look on that soon,
yes.
right?
So as you guys may have noticed, I didn't really have enough time today to jump into the amazing cast. We have lots of new cast for this world, and I didn't get a chance to jump into the items. Some of you have even counted on the page. There are, in fact, more items in this world than any world, and even a couple of them combined. This world is pretty ridiculous in the number of items.
They're going through and counting.
Yes, and
love
even
it.
then, we're not showing you all of the walls and floors on the page, so there are even more items, and I don't have time to show them. That's why I'm recording an extended demo, and it will be available on the Sims YouTube channel September 18th and September 19th. So check back on our channel. There will be 2 little demos for you there while I go through these extra objects, and I'll make sure to
make sure not have a child play
sure
with
I have
a clown in the box. Yeah.
make sure I have some actual children around to play with my toys.
So let's go into some Q&A.
Okay,
right?
let's
so,
do it.
With that said, keep your eyes out for. We'll be keeping our eyes out for some of the questions that are coming your way through the hashtag through Twitter using the hashtag TheSimsLB, as well as Cover It Live. We already got some good questions coming in, as well as seeing some of your feedback around The Sims 3 Midnight Hollow. One of the questions is, can you sell things like collectibles from your inventory in these stores?
So there is a limit to what you can sell, and the limit is the item has to have a price. Like a functional price, and it has to be something more or less the things that are in buy menu are the safest to say for sure you can sell. Also, there are a number of craftables that you cannot sell. Anything that really has its own way of being sold already in the game, like food or paintings that you create, those unfortunately cannot be sold in the Savvy Sellers collection, but anything in buy mode from any EP, any SP, those are all good to go.
I think there was even a question about plum bots, but that also answers the question. It already has its own way of being sold out in the expansion pack.
Yes.
So, okay, that's great. Another question is, can you have seasons in Midnight Hollow?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And it looks fantastic under snow.
I can also like fall foliage and...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All of our worlds are set to work with base games, so if you add EP content, it's just all the better.
There's a builder's question. There is what is the size of the toy store lot? I think they want to know, they want to put it into their other worlds.
Ooh, I will
Great
check.
builder question.
I do believe it's 40 by 40, but since I have it open here, let me just double check. It is 40 by 40. I was right.
There you go. You know your stuff.
Yeah.
Going through some more questions. Can you name the store? Like, can you go in and decide, like, once you build the store?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I didn't show you that. It's actually, it's one of the features with the store door. You can actually rename the store to whatever you want. So if you hate that I named it Fanciful Furniture, you can rename it whatever you like.
One of the questions is a great question about the world of Midnight Hollow. Is there ever daylight? Would you ever see daylight?
Yes, you do see daylight.
Like, is it always dark? That is a great question.
But the world is intentionally darker than other worlds. So will you see it as bright as Sunset Valley? No, you won't. It's intentionally a darker world, but it's not like pitch black. It doesn't always look like nighttime. We have varying weather patterns, which brings me to another comment I saw from someone on Twitter. The screenshot of the bright red world that you saw, that is real. That is not fake. That is one of the custom weather patterns. So as you randomly play the game, one day the world will turn red. We have cloudy, we have partly cloudy, we have...
Again, coming out
You're
next
welcome.
Thursday. As well as all the great content from the venue to the Gold Edition stuff. I can't wait from everything that we showed you today, which includes the Sims 3 movie stuff, thanks to Sarah Holding, as well as I gave you a look at another deep look into the Sims 3 Into the Future.
I have one more announcement.
Yep.
Sorry, if you guys have any questions that we haven't been able to cover here, Sim Guru Copeland and I are going to be on Twitter and the forums on Friday, September 20th during our own Ask the Producers event. So go ahead and tweet us with the hashtag HeyGurus, and on Friday we'll be answering all of your questions. And Sim Guru Copeland is like the king of the Savvy Sellers collection, so I'm gonna let him answer all those. But it'll be fun. Come with questions.
There was already questions that we tried to answer, so I'm sure that there's going to be great